Here's everything that was announced at Summer Game Fest 2026. Capcom came out swinging with a long-awaited remake in Resident Evil Veronica coming 2027, as well as a new major expansion for Monster Hunter Wilds, Ascendant. Alien Isolation 2 promises a new colony planet to explore with a xenomorph infestation. Sword Genesis, a 3v1 asymmetrical experience with procedurally generated maps and strong choice-driven gameplay, set in the iconic Saw universe, is also coming soon. Two new Cuphead games were announced by Studio MDHR, one hand animated but still in early development, while another we got a sneak peek at some gameplay for. A charming 8-bit action platformer named Mighty Cuphead Adventure. Fumito Ueda announced his new game in roughly a decade with Gen Atlas, throwing us into a desolate wasteland with seemingly only a giant robotic head. Blood Message seems to be a new action-adventure game set during the Tang Dynasty, promising cinematic combat and a thrilling story. RGG Studio revealed that none other than Tupac Shakur will be entering the fray in Stranger Than Heaven when it releases January 14th, 2027. They're also joining up with Sega on Virtua Fighter's newest entry, Crossroads. Some developers from The Division banded together to create Hex, a new sci-fi shooter set in a procedural world. Platinum Games revealed a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game named The Last Ronin, which looks fun for fans of Heroes in a Half Shell. A new Gundam game was teased, named Rogue Orbit, which seems to be set in a unique timeline where pilots must fight back against an unknown alien-like threat. A new single-player narrative-driven shooter named Crossfire introduces a dynamic cover system that helps engaging with environments in a more realistic and meaningful way. A surprise entry into the beloved MMO franchise comes Guild Wars 3. Only a sneak peek teaser, but we are excited to give it a try when its first beta launches fall 2027. A brand new expansion for Mafia the Old Country comes August 14th, named Man of Honor, promising two brand new story chapters centered around a younger antagonist, Ennio Salieri. Patrice of Assassin's Creed fame reveals a new game, 1666 Amsterdam, with a free prologue available now. A Lords of the Fallen sequel announced by CI Games hopefully can dispel some negative stigma around its predecessors. Star Wars' XCOM-inspired turn-based tactical RPG, Zero Company, has a debut trailer showing a sneaky new look at Anakin Skywalker's first experience in the game when it releases August 27th. The Blood of the Dawnwalker had a new trailer too, showing off more of our new protagonist and the different time zones they seem to have lived through. A new story-led single-player game in the iconic Among Us universe named On Guard comes next. Some new racing games announced in Hot Wheels Infinite Rush and Clutch promise new aspiring street racers some strong competitors for Forza. Attack on Titan 3 lets players experience the entire story from start to finish for the first time ever. Palworld receives its first 1.0 update July 10th. The Wolf Among Us 2 is finally announced and releases next year, paired with a remaster of the original Wolf Among Us in holiday this year. Stellar Blade receives a sequel, Blood Rain, following a new protagonist. Finally, tying up the show came Final Fantasy related reveals, such as Tifa coming to Street Fighter